Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for a Patreon cast for the week of August the 28th, 2025, it's going to be Clem and Classic here on Pylon. Top left, he won the whole darn thing, the EWC last year. It is Clem. And in the bottom right, GSL Season 2 winner for 2025, it is Classic. Woo! Look at the camera move. That's, how it's important it is. So, PvT here on a Pylon for you today for the Patreon cast. It's going to be a good one. It's EWC. They do so many good things to help players feel like they need to play at their highest level, man. So, a gateway coming up here from Classic inside his main base. Barracks coming up inside the main base as well. No proxies here today. No weird cannon rushing here from Classic. Just playing it straight up. How many forms of splash damage are we going to have here today from Classic to counter the Marines and Marauders that Clem is surely going to make? We have available, we have Disruptors, we have Colossus, we have High Templar with Storm, and we have Archons, man. Are we going to get all four? Are we going to get three? My prediction here is we're going to stick to three. It's very rare to go like Disruptors and High Templar and Colossus and Archons. It's just a lot of gas to do all that stuff. So I'm thinking three is what we're going to end up with. Probe comes in for the scout, tries to see what's going on. No big deal. Comes up, sees... Oh, hey, there's two gas, man. Oh, Classic doesn't see the two gas, but he also doesn't see an expansion. So I think he was trying to see if there was an expansion being built inside the main, and then there isn't one. So he's like, whatever. As long as you're not expanding right now, I'm just going to be prepared for whatever you're doing. And by that, I mean I'm going to expand. Classic says, let's get Cybercore coming up. Was the Nexus before Cybercore? I think it was. Might have been Cybercore first, actually. Very close, though. I think it was Cybercore and then Nexus almost instantaneously. So no real big difference on that front. But getting a Stalker out fast. He's worried about a potential Reaper coming out across the map, which is very standard stuff. Hey, look, it's a Reaper. And there's a factory coming in back home, so probably Cyclone. The double gas indicates to me Cyclone's out of Clem. He is rallying the factory all the way here to where this Reaper is, which you can do. If you don't do that in your own games, you should try it sometimes. It's fun. You can rally units that are being produced to a unit that's already out on the field. You don't have to do a location. You can do a thing, which is fantastic. Sentry coming in, Stalker out, patrolling. There it is. Patrolling up for where that Reaper is going to come in. This reminds me of a game that I posted on the channel. Oh, what was it? It was Live Wraith in a PvT. Oh, he's not going to lose this, is he? No way he loses it. Oh, the range on that Stalker. He gets it. Yeah, so Live Wraith goes for some weird 3 Nexus before gate build, and this poor Terran player comes across the map with the Reaper, sees what's going on. Well, sort of. Sees that the Protoss is there, kills a probe, kind of gets in and is like, oh, okay, nice. Sees the gateways warping in and goes, about time for me to go, and just goes all the way back home. It was amazing. Here's the thing. I know having a build is important, and I'm sure this guy's build was make a Reaper at this time, go across the map, see what the enemy is doing, go back. Because good players will have a Stalker, will have a Sentry or an Adept ready to kill your Reaper if you stick around too much. But you have to be able to adapt. Adapt or die in StarCraft. If you want to get promoted, man, you got to be able to see what's going on. And he should have stayed around and killed more probes, and he didn't. Anyway, Phoenix comes in, just pokes, sees the starport, sees a factory, and goes, that's it? That's all you want to see? Goes in, sees the Cyclone, and does get exploded. I mean, it's not exactly like Phoenix explode, but you know what I mean. They go poof. Extra gates coming in. Third and fourth gas on the way. From Classic, we've got a drop heading across the map from Clem. Phoenix sees it. So that's, I mean, yeah, we're going to be fine. Right, we're going to be fine. Got enough Stalkers out, warping in another couple of ones to help deal with this. In the hands of a lesser player, this can kill a Protoss. But I think Classic's got it taken care of. The hallucinated Phoenix, really helpful there. Back here, continuing to just kind of shark around, see if any more medevacs are coming out. Sees this. The bubbling tech lab on the starport means Banshees, unless you're being tricked. But at this stage, better safe than sorry if you're playing against somebody like Clem. So I think you need to be prepared for Banshees. Got a shield battery inside the main mineral line. Got a shield battery over here at the natural too. Okay. I don't know if it can quite reach over here, but maybe. The range on that is tricky. So yeah, Clem just goes home. Wait, did he try to drop? He's here. Yeah. Look, it's a drop in the main, and then he drops in and then picks up and gets out of there. I guess the Pylon scouted him, right? So he was like, yo, Pylon scouted me. That means the Protoss knows where I am. That means there's probably Blink Stalkers coming to kill me as Blink is finishing up right now. Oh my gosh, the timing on that Blink means that Medevac dies. Dude, that just finished. Oh, that's huge for Classic. That puts him so far ahead. I know army value favors Clem right now, but dude, losing that medevac and everything in it is massive. It's a bit of a Hellion Reaper shenaniganry down here. No kills on that Hellion, no kills on the Reaper. Hellion still, oh, it got one kill in there. SCV is getting pulled back to deal with this Stalker push here too. There are some Marines here too. Some Marines coming down that ramp, joining the party. There's a couple Banshees at the same time. Hellion gets sniped out. 6 SCVs die. Only one. Oh, Cyclone gets picked off. Only one probe dies on the other side of it. Dude, Classic is ahead right now. Mucho aheado. That's how English works, I know. And Spanish, too. So, okay, tank up now. Probably time to fall back if you are a Classic third base. Warping in down to the south here is the Protoss player. Double Banshees swinging down. Cloak is done on these suckers. And do they get scouted? Nope, they're invisible. And probe down. Oh, High Templar targeted. Love that. Probe down. Uh-oh, invisible. Banshees are invisible. Where? Oh, finally an observer pops out. And own Sim City's kind of messing with Classic a little bit. He can't pursue as much as he needs to. 10 probes. And a Banshee finally dies. This one has 6 total kills. And is getting scouted on the other side by the Observer. Classic's like, you're getting a third base? Yes, actually. Third base coming in now, next to the orbital for Clem at 6.5 minutes. It's not a third base timing in a TVZ, can tell you that much. Third Nexus warping in here from Classica. Classico. Banshee, 6 kills. Uh-oh, now, can it get out? What with these Stalkers in position to take it down? It cloaks and prays and actually does manage to get out of here. No way! And look, gonna get another probe kill and another probe kill. Oh boy, shield batteries are good against one Banshee, not good against 2, and there's not even a shield battery here at the third base. So gonna run out of cloak here momentarily. 3, 2, 1, and out of invisible juice. And dead. With 8 kills though. 8 kills, not bad. There were a bunch of probes that went down and a High Templar. So making up for the fact the Stalkers got some SCV kills on the other side of the map during that little poke in before the Marauders came out. Just Marines and SCV is kind of hard to deal with Stalkers if that's all you got. Then a tank came out and that was it. So tank good in this matchup. Forge, Pylon. We've got, I don't even know, man. What else are we looking at out here? Ghost Academy. Yeah, at the natural base. Interesting place for it here from Clem. Not keeping in the main. Got upgrades, got combat shield, got +1 attack, got Vikings happening here too. I guess for Warp Prisms more than anything else right now, because the only thing that flies are Observers and the Warp Prism for Classic. Warping in another group of High Templar. Ooh, and some Zealots here too. He puts 2 Zealots and 2 High Templar inside this Warp Prism. A Storm Drop here at the natural. Come on, get it. Get a Storm Drop at the natural. Oh, he sees the Viking, I think, and he just gets out of there. He unloads the Zealots. But he's not willing to risk the High Templar, which is probably the smartest move. He decides to engage into these tanks. Widowmine hit. Does a great job there. Side Storm off the first one of the day. Getting out another Widowmine hit. Storm just holding them in reserve here. This engagement is looking really dicey. Viking tries to get the Warp Prism and does not get it. The Stalkers save it before it goes down. Archons morphing on the battlefield. That doesn't usually work out. But I don't know, maybe one of them does actually finish morphing in on the battlefield. Absolutely insane. SCV is getting pulled again. I'm not sure Classic wants to continue this assault. He's kind of falling back, at least at this high ground. And Obs gets scanned and burned out there too by Clem. So he saves the third base. He loses some SCVs. A total of 8 have gone down so far, but it is a 53-31 army supply from Clem. 69-59 workers for Classic. He needs that worker advantage in order for the income to keep up. with what the mules can do on 3 bases for the Terran. Colossus, probably. Robotics facility here, robotics bay, could definitely be disruptors. But from what I've seen from Classic, he'll do anything, but I kind of think he prefers Colossus a little bit more. Hey, look, it's the bridge. It's funny because the guy that made this bridge, in the description of the map, if you look at it in StarCraft 2, it says, this map has a double bridge in the middle you can't build on. And he's very proud of it. Like, that's it. High Templar down, getting storms off, dying for it, Arconing for it as well. Another Psy Storm. Classic has been throwing these things down hot and heavy, man. Woo! Absolutely insane stuff here. Look at that. 4th base for Classic running nicely. 5th base running nicely for Classic too. So 2 bases up here against Clem. Working on upgrades. Getting a +2 attack and a +1 armor for his ground units. And Clem is working on a concussive shell and a further infantry armor upgrade. Ghosts being further added into the composition. What are we at? 150 to 127 supply. Clem is up overall. He's got a bigger army. He doesn't have a better economy. Well, with the mules, it's about even. So he's feeling pretty happy about this, man. Sharking around. Zealot tries to pop up and see what's going on. It dies for the information that it receives. It charge lots into the 3rd base, though. No, suddenly tons. Wow, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 SCVs, 12 SCVs go down. Oh my gosh. That's insane. The pull by Clem was not particularly good there. Widowmine fires a little bit of friendly fire damage onto those SCVs as well. Clem's coming back to deal with this, and Classic says, well, what if we push up behind you and hit you while you're retreating? Not a bad idea. Zealot, 17 SCVs dead. Are you kidding me? 17 SCVs die on 1 little charge lot attack. That's crazy. Dude, Classic is doing so well in this game. PvT has been such a nightmare for Protoss players for so long, but first Hero and now Classic showing us how it's done. Showing us how it's done. All right, another Zealot attack into the natural base. Dude, these guys are so big and so beefy and so strong. More SCVs are fighting. There's a Marauder behind these SCVs that are fighting the Zealot. Not exactly the comp you'll want. Then a drop into the main base. Clem says, I gotta make up some of that damage, forcing a recall into the main too. And 34 Colossus, shutting that down. Into the 3rd base we go, and it gets taken out. Nothing saving it from Clem's army here. Ba-bam. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. These probes have nowhere to go either. And 24, 25, 30 probes have died just in the last 20 seconds here. The drops are hanging out back here in the dead airspace, and they're trying to make a run for it. The Blink Stalkers could blink and maybe try to hit from this location, but they don't like what they see there. This base going down is so big, and all the probes dying too. It's not 56 to 47 workers. Clem has a worker advantage. Okay, so Psy Storm doesn't kill Medivacs very quickly, but ooh, feedback plus the Storm killing that Medivac. That is so sick. What a sick move. Trying to storm this one to death too. Can't do it. It's like, well, maybe if you forget about me, I can make it out of here. That would be nice, right? Production tab is full for the Terran. Classic's making a Pylon right now somehow. This is such a good game. The back and forth. The hits being traded. These guys getting out of that dead airspace and to safe ground is insane. I can't believe they were allowed to get out of there. Where's the chase? Where's the response? You're going to lose a Pylon. This base is not coming in, obviously. I mean, this 4th base by Classic is still putting in some value. He's protecting that attack path quite nicely. Classic is. Archon's in production. Classic actually gets supply blocked by that Pylon dying, which totally sucks. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this thing, man. We are looking at... Boy, I don't know. I was going to say Classic is incredibly ahead. If he kept the Nexus, I'd say he's really ahead right now. But as it stands, he's down in supply. He's down on workers. Income is heavily favoring Clem right now. Charging in EMPs have been really a staple of this matchup for a long time. This 3rd base is in a lot of trouble for Clem. The Storm is keeping the Terran army at bay. SCVs retreating, 7 of them, 8 of them die. on the retreat. Storm not catching the SCVs, really saving it for the big groups of Marines and whatnot. Orbital has to retreat. There's a factory here that might be worth dying. Another EMP catching some of the High Templar. Orbital comes back. No, Clem! No, it's not safe to come back. Clem, he's going to lose the Orbital because he brought it back too early. Another blink takes it down. I thought it was going to burn down, but nope, that's not what happened at all. Man, this is insane. We've got a +3 attack on the way from Clem. Classic has already got a +2. He's trying to keep up on that front. He's taking a new third base along the right side. He's not retaking the third down here. But man, that orbital dying is humongous. Clem does have a planetary up here at the 12 o'clock, so he's not, you know, stuck on 2 bases here. Being stuck on 2 bases at 15 minutes against Classic is death. Unless he's also stuck on 2 bases, and he is not stuck on 2 bases. He's still mining surprisingly well here at the third base. I love that Classic pops it in and goes, so do you have this? Wait, what? No? Okay. Okay. Ooh, expanding on the right side. Classic 2. Did I already talk about this? Yeah, I did. Anyway, charging in, trying to shut it down, but dude, into the natural base. Classic goes. Vikings firing. Storm, EMPs, snipes on everything. Is this thing going to die? There's too much stuff happening right now on both sides of the map. The natural orbital explodes. The Ghost Academy would be a good target there, but I'm not sure that's where we're going with it. Zealots warp in to deal with that attack, and I think the Nexus will be saved as a result. Guardian Shield is popped. It does reduce the damage incoming here from these Marines and these Marauders. And, God, the EMP. So many Archons. So it is triple splash damage. Archon, High Templar, Colossus. Fair enough. The Micro, the Storms, again, just eating them. Classic is just luring Clem into a false sense of security. Every time he's like, I popped in. There wasn't a storm. I attacked. There wasn't a storm. And then the third time, there's a storm. It's like pitching. It's like switching up your pitches in baseball so that, you know, if you throw a fastball every time, everybody knows what you're doing. But if you go fastball, 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 change up, then suddenly that's really good. Dude just completely falling back here. This army looks pretty small from Clem. He's got a bunch coming out of the production facilities inside his main. Zealots come in and snipe out a couple ghosts. Never say die, indeed. I kind of feel like Classic is at risk of getting surrounded here by the Marines and the Marauders, but that Archon buying some time, coming up the ramp. Seems like a bad idea. Classic agrees with me on that one. Dude, this is such a tenuous situation, but Classic sitting up here, effectively mining on 3 bases to Clem's 1 mining base. Storm on the SCVs, repairing the planetary. That's what you get for caring about your buildings. He says, blinking forward, Archon's charging. GG! Clem, no! Taps out! And Classic is our winner in 1730. What an absolutely insane showing there. Like, what a ridiculous showing there. What an absolutely crazy showing there from our guy Classic, getting the win. These dudes, he could have, I mean, I don't know. It's 103 to 49 army supply right now, but I want to see 119 to 91. So it's 30 supply advantage for Classic. I get that. It's only 2 Colossus, not 3. EMPs are good. He's got the Colossus. I mean, he's got the Vikings here against the Colossus. And then where are these dudes? Oh, some Zealots prevented them from getting over here and really helping. So this is where he GG's. I kind of feel like these guys could have stemmed in and maybe killed some of the stuff on the backside. But, dude, there are High Templar back here with Storms, huh? I bet there are. Based on the purple here, because it's not displaying the energy for some reason down there, there are Storms available. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So we could storm, everything dies, everything here's dying anyway, GG. Fair enough. GG, man. Classic gets the win and a great, incredible back and forth here. Oh, just a ridiculous. Ridiculous game here. Dude, he lost this base and like 30 probes, and I thought he was dead, but Clem's drop here getting completely shut down. That was huge. This base dying was big. The natural base dying was really big. Because look, Classic's still mining from his natural. Natural bases can have some level of support financially. And it's really just one base mining from Clem right now. 17 total SCVs on the resources. It just can't keep up with the production here of Classic, who's making more Colossus back home. He's bringing more High Templar across the map, just rallying them over there, not warp prising them because Clem's attention is so here. And yeah, this is how you do it. Splash damage. Patience is a massive key as well. Massive, massive key. And that's the end of the day. I mean, that is just a truly, truly ridiculous showing at the end of time. And our guy gets the win. Classic. I'm telling you, Clem's not unstoppable. These Terrans in TVP, not unstoppable. Classic can do it. Hero can do it. I think other Protoss players need to start answering the call of how to defeat Terran. And it's patience, and it's splash damage, and it's positioning on the map. And if you can kind of cut the Terran army in half a little bit and keep this side at bay while this one's trapped inside the main, it can go a long way for you. So that's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, well, that's a GG. That's going to be it for me today. What a great Patreon game. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Patreon, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.